Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
The article linked below needs a YouTube rant. I don't have the YouTube presence, so I thought of you. Well, anytime you guys want to pay me the money, I can use my presence. How can Professor Riley not understand that the rigor in engineering education is vital? This is in reference to Purdue, I believe. Their engineering department promoted a non-engineer liberal arts doctorate. I think it's a black woman. Who is now putting the focus, instead of doing your math correctly, oppression and racism and discrimination. And it shows you that no place is safe in college and academia. If any of you boys got a pair of balls, I bet you if I went online and looked up Purdue, more people applied to Purdue than last year because nobody thinks independently. But now we're talking about dangerous shit because engineers build our roads, our cars, our safety, our gas, our explosions. You know, the worst the liberal arts major can do is advocate for more socialism and stealing other people's money. The worst a affirmative action engineer or an unqualified engineer or poorly trained engineer, because they weren't getting enough math or statistics or whatever, and they got way too much worthless shit about, oh, how does patriarchy fit into chemical engineering? It doesn't. Answer. You're going to have lower quality engineers. You're going to have higher failure rates, more accidents, or certainly more than you would. I'll let the actuaries figure that out. The rigor, even among privileged white males, not all are cut out to be engineers. Agreed. The rigor weeds out those who are not cut out for the work. I'm an engineer and had a lot of white privilege, including No. You don't have white privilege. There is no such thing. You might have had some advantages. You might have had some wealth, but every race can have wealth. Every race can have a nuclear family. There is no white or black or Hispanic on this shit. All right? Don't you fall for the propaganda too. Father with an engineering degree and a mother with a master's of science in math, yet none of my other 5 siblings went to school for engineering. I know of many fine engineers who are female or non-heterosexual. Yeah, no, it's true. And what you'll find is within engineering, you're going to have, well, obviously smarter people, but you'll probably find some more intellectually honest people who, regardless of whatever they're made out of, are going to be like, what the fuck is this diversity crap? I need to learn, molar conversions or whatever. So the article, Engineering Professor Academic Rigor Enforces White Male Heterosexual Privilege, Washington Examiner. Students who complain that their college courses are too difficult may have found a new friend in one Purdue engineering professor who is claiming that the concept of academic rigor merely exists to discipline students and enforce white privilege. Professor Donna Riley, okay, so this is not the thing, the current head of the School of Engineering. Oh, I take it back, she is not black, she is a white gal, doesn't matter. Head of the School of Engineering Education at Purdue University is calling for schools to get rid of the current concept of academic rigor, complaining that it exists to accomplish dirty deeds in engineering education. In a recently published article titled Rigor versus Us, Building Boundaries and Disciplining Diversity with Standards of Merit, Riley argues that despite serving as the aspirational quality academics applied to disciplinary standards of quality, rigor ultimately has become too disciplinarian in nature to the extent that it selectively benefits white heterosexual males. No, if you go to the EEC building at the University of Minnesota, you'll see predominantly Asian males. You're like, where are the white people at? What happened? And I'm fine with that because I want, hey Aaron, what kind of person you want building a bridge? An Asian one. That's what I want. I'm going to look up Donna Riley and see if she has ever worked in the real world, which will answer why. Prior to her new role at Purdue University, Dr. Riley was professor and interim head of the Department of Engineering Education at Virginia Tech from 2013 to 2015. She served as program manager at Canada National Science Foundation, spent 13 years as a founding faculty member at Picker Engineering Program at Smith College, the first engineering program at the United States Women's College. 2005, well, we're going way back, she received an NSF Career Award She is an author of 2 books, Engineering and Social Justice and Engineering Thermodynamics of 21st Century Energy Problems. Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering and a PhD in Engineering and Public Policy. I see, that's not a real degree. Just because it says engineering does not mean and public policy. Well, gosh, when did she... Of course she's gay, of course. Assessing pedagogies of liberation in engineering classrooms. This gal can't be that much older than me. I'm gonna bet she's never worked a day in her life. She looks like she went right to academia. Miss Riley, I refuse to call you doctor because that's not a real doctorate you have. You can come in here and say, oh yeah, I worked at Boeing or BSF or BASF and I have a degree and I had, okay, fine. But until then, I'm going to just assume you've never set foot in the real world. And really, this is a reason no one should go to Purdue, for engineering anyway. That school has been compromised. If I am an employer and I look at this and I'm honest, I'm not hiring you. Lord knows what fucking fucked up shit you got in your head. And I know you have been spending all your time studying math and engineering and weight-bearing loads, which would be vital and necessary for the bridge I might have you build, so I don't get sued if it collapses. Hey, you hired someone from Purdue. Lawsuit. Rigor accomplishes dirty deeds, however, serving 3 primary ends across engineering education and engineering education research. Now, how about just engineering? Don't add the suffixes that don't mean nothing. Disciplining, 2, demarcating boundaries, and 3, demonstrating white male heterosexual privilege. Why are you going to go to this racist, sexist? Why? What is wrong with you people? According to Riley, the solution is not to reform or redesign the current concept of rigor, but instead to get rid of it completely in order to prevent further inequality amongst students earning a college education. Understanding how rigor results in people becoming stronger regardless of age, race, or sex. I just added that in there. That's not really what she views rigor as. Understanding how rigor reproduces inequality. We cannot reinvent it, but rather must relinquish it, writes Riley. Looking to alternative conceptualizations for evaluating knowledge, welcoming diverse ways of knowing, doing, and being, moving from compliance to engagement, from rigor to vigor. How about math? Huh? How about math? I'm not going to get worked up because we know she has an ulterior motive. Deep down inside, she doesn't believe a word of this bullshit. This is just what she'd like to see. While many students rightfully complain of unfair grading from professors for holding socially or economically conservative views, the idea of students complaining about a class, especially an engineering class, because it is too rigorous or difficult based on the curriculum is one that rarely deserves merit. Some classes are hard, but most people would sleep better knowing that the engineer who designs the airplanes we fly or the doctor who's going to perform your surgery took those hard, rigorous classes. Okay. This should not be a problem because parents and students should be not attending or having their kids go to Purdue. Look, what do you want me to do? Complain that a bunch of academics who never worked a real job in their lives, although this is tragic, she got a degree in chemical engineering. It's sad to see such intelligence wasted. But you know, there's always going to be parasites. There's always going to be lazy people, and they're always, if you have learned nothing of the left, of college academics and academia, their full-time job is to rationalize taking away other people's money or lowering the requirements and standards for different groups of people, namely themselves. It's just to have an easier life. It's just lazy. That's all it is laziness. That's it. And they could call it rigor, they could call it privilege. You people are the ones with the problem. Oh my God, did you hear Starbucks did something liberal artsy and communisty? Well, did you go and buy Starbucks again? Well, yeah. Oh my God, can you believe Apple said this liberal thing? Well, did you buy an iPhone? Well, yeah, Daddy's little princess needs an iPhone. Oh my God, Hollywood X, Y, and Z. Well, did you go see a movie? You're wrong in focusing on Miss Riley here, because parasite's going to parasite, liberal's going to liberal, leftist's going to leftist, academic's going to academic. She reminds me of Phyllis Kahn. You know, this gal has a real degree, and instead of focusing on that genuine accomplishment, it's looking at vagina, you know, or in her case, whatever gender or sexuality she associates with. Which, by all means, please go ahead. But it's sad that she's not like, well, I'm a chemical engineer. Well, that's pretty cool. But don't be surprised that someone who is, you know, has a resume like this is going to co-opt an entire engineering program. But you know, don't go to Purdue. But it's nearby and my buddies are going. I don't know. Fine, go. Have the college experience. And when a bridge collapses, don't complain to me. All right, there you go. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.